What's going on, guys? PackDaddy here, bringing you the second episode of the Tampa Bay Lightning franchise expansion. No, not expansion, just franchise mode. And if you're here for the second episode, you guys have more faith in me than I did, because I really, after that first episode, I was like, I didn't do a good job of that at all. So I had to go back and do something that I probably should have done before the initial episode, watch somebody who can actually do franchise mode and kind of see what the heck's going on. So I watched a couple videos from Tuga. He's a very popular YouTuber, does a lot of franchise modes. I'd highly recommend going and checking out his videos, but I got some tips from watching some of his videos. And some of the things, we need to come back here and just do a refresh. And it's not going to be a complete wipe of the first episode, because really 75% of that whole episode was going and dabbling in things like the owners and then fumbling around through the scouts, which I had no clue what I was doing. So we're just going to start off from scratch here, and we're going to make way more progress in this episode than 10 of the last episodes put together. So looking here at the quick franchise mode option at the start, we're going to turn off owner mode, we're turning off assistant coach edit lines, we're going to turn off fog of war, because this is my first time doing franchise mode and I really need to learn the basics of this thing before worrying about complicating things. We're going to come down here into rules and settings, and in the quick settings, it's a couple things we're just going to change up real quick. We are going to make the period length a full 20 minutes. And we're going to want to get down here to the injury occurrence and change it all the way down to like a nice 10-15%. This isn't going to stop players from getting injured in this game. I mean, Stamkos is going to find ways to get hurt. Whether it's a 15% occurrence or 100% in the game in real life, he's going to get hurt. It's just going to happen. But this is to minimize all that stuff, because apparently the AI likes to go crazy with it. So we're going to go ahead and start the career. We're going to keep the salary cap on. We're going to build this guy, and I'm really going to be open to suggestions throughout this whole thing. There's a couple comment sections be like, what are you doing? It really forced me to come in here and watch some other popular YouTubers and see how they do a franchise mode. So something that we didn't do before was actually learning about each one of our scouts. You can see that the region that they are currently in right now, but I had no clue that if you clicked into it and a couple tabs over, it tells you their region familiarity. So this guy is in the NHL Pacific. He's about an A right there in the top left-hand corner, but if we click some other guy, the guy in the Central has an A+ to Pacific, so we're going to be switching him around to fill that role, because he can do it just a little bit better. So after messing around for a bit and finding these guys' strengths and tendencies, we're able to come in here and switch all these guys around and get a better rating. We also have 17 out of 20 scout positions filled, so we are able to come in here and buy a couple more scouts. So now, knowing what I know with strengths and tendencies, we can have a little bit of fun with these guys. I said this before, and I'm going to say it again. Tampa finds their strength in the Russians that they signed from a young age. So we're going to come down here. We're going to filter by Russian region. We're going to pick the guy who has the highest overall and can max out this A+. Marek Ivanas is not bad. I think I saw this guy. Yeah, A+ for Russia. So we're going to pick this guy up. We're going to offer him a budget real quick, offer the contract. Sounds good. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to filter by overall and just offer some of these guys to the best contract we got. I think we see a decent amount of money left over. All right, so we offer sheeted him $114,000. Man, I should be a scout for these guys. Okay, and I think that is 3. But what we can do, if we have anybody who's just kind of slacking right now, who is the lowest overall scout that we got going on? C all the way at the bottom. That's not that bad. Maybe we'll give them a little bit to prove themselves. So we're going to let those contracts marinate out there, give those guys a little bit of time to think those over. All right, so let's check out the lines once again, see if there's anything we need to change. All right, so once again, I think that JT Miller really earned his position on the first line. So we get Gord, Point, and Palat. Do I like that? I think these guys are pretty solid. But I think Adam Ernie, though, really needs to come up here and play with Tyler Johnson. This kid is an absolute freak. He's an absolute unit. He's going to be a killer. So obviously they haven't updated this, because Jake Dotchin is still on the team, even though he got kicked out of training camp for being like 30 pounds overweight. But we're going to bring up Anthony Cirelli, because this guy is freaking awesome. And Anthony Cirelli is a sick player out in the ice. I think he's really got great potential for the team. So Paquette and Alex Killorn are his wingers. I'm liking that so far. Let's see. Are these guys... Cedric Paquette is a center, naturally a center, so we're going to quickly switch him over. So really, we're going to put him up on the third line with Adam Ernie and Tyler Johnson. All right, now what we need to do is we need to take Cal Foote, just like last time. I said we need to get him up there. Where is he? I don't see him. Okay, so he's a 67 overall. We want this guy. We want to bring him up. Also, if you haven't seen this guy, Oleg Sosunov, 6'8", 225. He's the next chart. He's an absolute monster. That's going to make it pretty easy. We can take Jake Dotchin, throw him down to the minors, and we can just bring up Cal Foote in his place. All right, so now that we kind of got the lineup settled a little bit, we're just going to go ahead and sim to the day right before the start of the playoffs. I'm willing to make you an offer. Okay, he's joining the franchise, that Russian scout. I think they're probably all going to do it. New salary cap. I like it. Say I want to accept your offer. Okay, confirm. Let's go. We're probably going to get one more coming in. I'm willing to accept your offer. Everybody wants to join the Tampa Bay Lightning, so that's not really a surprise to me. So we smoked the Leafs. We smoked the Habs. We smoked the Bruins. Lost to Detroit, of all people, and beat the Sabres. Lost in a shootout to Buffalo, probably Eichel and Rasmus Dahlin. So with all those scouts, we probably need to assign them now. All right, so I'm finding out that a lot of these guys, like this guy, Emmanuel Duret, is the USA West, and he's rocking an A rating for the USA West. But we switched some of these guys around so much, so we need to reassign him to the USA Central, so we're not really double booking these guys. I'm not sure who defaults these guys, but it's kind of strange because they don't really match up with what their strengths are. We probably don't need two scouts, and so we're going to take the guy who is the B ranking overall, and I think we have most of the leagues covered. As you can see, we've done a whole lot of redistribution. So we're going to take this guy, find out what he is, what he has strengths in, and then send him that way. Dude, it's looking like he doesn't have a lot there. So with that A-, we might just go ahead and leave him and call it a day. But everybody has been reassigned. I like how the Russian guy went straight for Russia. He didn't need to be told, you know, head straight to Moscow. All right, so we got 20 out of 20 scouts going. Amazing night for Steven Stamkos. He scored a hat trick in preseason, and I love it. I wish you could actually translate that to the real world, but let's go ahead, start simming some games and start seeing some progression. So we're going to come down here. I think it's October 4th. We're going to go up to the Nashville game. So right after the Nashville game, we're going to go ahead and simulate up to this day. Hopefully the team does pretty well, and hopefully this stuff starts to have a lot of self-explanation for me. Syracuse Crunch has lost locker room chemistry. Tampa Bay Lightning have lost locker room chemistry. Okay, I guess it's just up and down because this thing is... Morale changes because of recent individual performance. Central scouting rankings. Yeah, let's check it out. Let's go to the view draft class and see what is going on right now. So Kent Antonio and this guy, we know absolutely nothing from him except the fact that he is ranked 2 overall. So we know this guy is an elite right winger. Hopefully this stuff becomes a little bit more self-explanatory as it goes on. We're going to continue to keep simulating. But yeah, so I want to know, have you guys... Oh, what is this? To the Buffalo Sabres, they're going to send you round 2. A round 4th round pick for a 1st round pick? Are you kidding me? We've given away so many 1st round picks due to trades and stuff. Heck no, we're going to decline this trade. Corey Conacher has lost morale because of ice time. Matthew Joseph lost morale. Can I see the morale of the Tampa Bay Lightning only? So let's see. The Lightning have done pretty terrible. 4-6-1 to start the year. All right, there are some players that want to meet with you. Would you like to meet with these players? Yes, let's go to player morale. Let's have some conversations with some of these guys. Braden Coburn, neutral. Let's see what he wants. I'm not feeling very positive about my performance on the ice lately. We need to see some result or you're going to start feeling the consequences. Good God. Let's see. Everybody goes through rocky patches. You'll get a corner soon, I'm sure. The numbers are black and white. We need you to produce, demanding. I know you have it in you. You just need to stay focused going forwards. We're going to motivate this guy. Conversation results. Isn't very inspired by your motivational tactics. His morale drop. Come on, Braden. What's going on? So I guess it's not working out for Steve Yzerman. People aren't happy and they wish Steve Yzerman was back in the office. But good Lord, 4-7-1 to start out the year. That is not the start we were expecting. We're going to sub. Let's go to the end of Thanksgiving. Everyone's going to be getting fat off of turkey. So we're going to sub to, let's go middle December right after the Boston Bruins game. Let's see what's going on now. Hopefully we can actually come away with some of these victories. Roster management. Eric Cernak has been injured due to abdominal strain. All right, so we're going to fill Sosinov. And we are also going to... Should we sit? Yeah, let's bring Jake Dotchin out here. I think he's probably lost a bunch of weight, so he should be able to fill those lines. So that's not that good. The amateur scouts are calling. They say this year's draft class is a bit weaker than normal. It's okay. This is a cup run for us. Keep going. Let's keep the simulation going. We've kind of picked it up here. 7-8-1. Almost got back to that 500. Syracuse players available to play. Let's go. All right, so we still got more people who want to meet. Maybe it's time to change up these tactics a little bit. Braden Coburn is back again. All right, so we tried to be motivating this time, It didn't really work out last time. Let's see. I'm not getting the ice time I feel I deserve in this organization. Braden, I hate to break it to you, but you're not named McDonough, Hedman, Strawman, Sergachev, Calfoot. We're going to have to meet with this player. Go out there, leaving no choice but to give you more minutes. We're going to be demanding with him. Responds well to a firm approach. His morale improved, so I like it. All right, so let's continue this right now. Hopefully we can keep doing decent. 8-10-1. We're going to be missing the playoffs right now. This is kind of upsetting, and I wish these guys, okay, we're back to a 500, 11-10. Okay, we're at least over that 500 mark. Hopefully the boys start gelling now because Alexander Volkov has been injured with a concussion. That dude is sick. He might make the team right now. We're still preseason right now in real time. So Tampa Bay player Dan Girardi has been injured with a mild concussion. His estimated return is November 30th. The teams must be edited. So holy crap, Dan Girardi. I mean, we're pretty heavy on the D, but hopefully he comes back soon. Holy crap. This is a big move right here. Incoming trade offer of Tampa Bay Lightning. Braden Tkachuk, I think it's Braden Tkachuk, top 6 forward, Alexander Lipinoff. So he's a pretty decent prospect for Eric Stahl in a 3rd round draft pick. But they also want my 1st round draft pick. Guys, we got to get out of here. These trades are absolute butt cheeks. So we had a nice stretch there in the start of December. Went on a nice little winning streak. We're 15-12-3. So I'm curious right now how we sit across the divisions. Nikita Kucherov, 36 points right now, 15-12-3. So that's 30 points. So he's at least at a point per game right now. So right now the Atlantic Division is absolutely killing it with the addition of John Tavares. Toronto is 17-8-4. That is insane. 38 points right now. We're sitting there. We're holding it down. I'm just curious across the entire league at what's going on, seeing how people, Colorado Avalanche, 1st overall, New York Rangers right there behind him. That's also very, very surprising. Vegas Golden Knights are absolutely killing it. Anaheim Ducks, Boston Bruins, Vancouver. Talk about a rebound season. That is not bad, being all the way up there. 6th place in the NHL. Let's see who's at the bottom of the barrel right now. Ottawa Senators are actually not. The Florida Panthers, what the crap, 5-19. What happened in Sunrise? So you guys in the franchise mode in the comment section, let me know about this. Ryan Callahan has an absolute huge contract right now. He's barely getting any playing time, 9 minutes of the ice right now, and he's getting paid $5.8 million. 2 years remaining on this. He's waiver eligible, and I really want to know what I can get from him. Do I have to start manually going out there and looking at other teams and trying offering individual players? Is this something my scout will come back and tell me, hey, this is who you should go for in a trade? Or do I have to sit there and also apply some of the draft picks to it? I want to know how in-depth I have to get if I want to ditch Ryan Callahan, or can I just say, hey, he's out there, teams, I want to see your offers. So that's what I'm curious to. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and sim throughout the rest of the year of 2018, see how we come to a close with this one. So we're going to sim past the Anaheim game and see if we can't keep this winning streak going right now. We got good stuff. I hope we can build on this. Oh, we lost 1-0 in a shootout to Toronto, but I hope we can pick somebody up at the trade deadline, carry this team into the playoffs, and get something nasty for it. But we're going on a bit of a win streak, and that's awesome to see. Right as I say this, every time I say it, we lose 6-4 to Calgary. We play Edmonton. What's going on with Edmonton? I feel like someone's about to want to talk to me. Andre Pla's been injured with a pulled groin. He's going to be out for like 2 weeks. Come on, replace my player, assistant coach. All right, we lose to Philly. We lose to Edmonton. We better not lose. Okay, Syracuse player Volkov's playing the next game. Let's go. So I'm just curious what this assistant coach has been doing with some of these lines. Corey Conacher with freaking Stamkos and Kucherov. Okay, I cannot sit by and watch this go down. JT Miller's got to go up there. Braden Point, Yanni Gord, Corey Conacher. What the heck are you doing so far up there? What has been going on with my lines? My assistant coach needs to be fired. So I'm not sure what that was all about, but let's see. We can get Cody McLeod, Tampa Bay Lightning, round 6. Maybe I should try and start making one of these deals. So it looks like the pro scouts, there's a lot of stuff. The scout has almost completed their current assignment, has almost completed. These guys have all almost completed their assignment. Do we have to reassign them somewhere else, or do we actually wait for them to complete an assignment? Amateur scouts, the same thing. We got 3 of these guys down here. So let me know in the comment section what we need to do with this. So player and pick trading, let's see. They have acquired Jason Demers, Milan Lucic. Wow, from Edmonton. Colorado got Lucic. Very, very interesting, and a whole lot of picks. Rasmus kind of scared me there for a second. I thought they got Rasmus Dahlin. So Nikita Kucherov right now is leading the team in points, but I'm just curious to see what the other players are doing on the team, who's having a season and who's not. Steven Stamkos is not far behind. Let's see who is coming up next. Braden Point, Victor Hedman, a 27-point season right now, 24 assists on the year. But let's check out who is slumming at the bottom. Let's see, Corey Conacher, Cal Foote has actually played 2 games. Not bad. He's a -1. I guess he's getting some game time. 38 games played, 0 points. Yeah, Dan Girardi, I would say you're having some issues, and that's okay. Maybe next time he comes to me and he's like weeping over my desk, maybe I won't be so nice to him. 38 games played, 0 points. We might be having to trade Dan Girardi here in the next episode early. But other than that, these guys are playing pretty decent. Mikhail Sergachev has 4 goals, the same as Victor Hedman. He's sniping it. McDonough leading the defenseman in goals right now. Tyler Johnson sniping his way up the point list. He's sitting there top 5, but right now we're going to conclude this episode. Got a lot more done this episode. Sent about 3 months worth of games, and let me know what we need to be doing in the scouts, what we need to be doing, because my team right now, I think, is sitting outside of the playoffs. Let's check the standings right here. So looking at the Eastern Conference, if it ended right now, Tampa Bay would be sitting just outside the playoffs. Holy crap, we need to pick it up here in the next couple of months in this game. But let me know what I need to be doing in franchise mode, because this whole thing is new to me. There's a lot of stuff going on, but I feel like we're getting a better grip on it than we had the first episode, because we turned off GM mode and actually started doing stuff with our scouts and assigning them to where they need to be going. But let me know about this team management stuff and what we really need to be doing. Let me know what works for you guys. Just post it in the comment section. Let me know. But smash that thumbs up for the second episode of the franchise mode. This is a challenging series for me to do, so I need all the help I can get from you guys in the comment section. But thanks again for watching, guys. This is PackDaddy. I'm out.